Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, in this new startup vlog, I'm going to talk about why I think basically everything edge related is very overrated in my humble opinion. And I'm going to show you a specific example of how I'm avoiding using the edge. And when I say the edge, I mean just cloud run basically tasks. You can execute edge functions which you have 500,000 included for the free plan, and then 2 million, and then you pay $2 per million, which those can stack up really quick because each time you do the function it basically counts as one, so it's not billed by the time you use it. In my case, one thing I had in problem is I'm using vectors. So vectors are basically numerical representations of text. For example, we could have the type here, the type column is going to be represented as numbers in the type embedding column. This is of type vector, which comes with the extension PG vector that is right here. If you activate it, you're going to be able to play with it. But the main concern for me is there's no way that you can generate this embedding, which requires you to call an endpoint that supports either OpenAI or Ollama to basically generate this this embedding. So in my case, my two options were either I use a Dino edge function that basically allows you to call this on the fly and just call for an embedding generation through their OpenAI SDK or something like that. Or the other options is I do what we call a subscription to events, which I did. So as you can see, real time is on right there. And if you go to API docs, Supabase shows you how to do it. But what you can do is basically subscribe to changes inside the table. So I made this Bun.js real quick, little container. So you have the whole Docker file, which you can see on the Bun.js docs. I did nem file, I did my package JSON and everything. And it's simply one file Docker container. So in my case, I'm calling my Ollama endpoint, which is basically my own server that allows for embeddings generation. I then create my client with Supabase like usual. I even have type inference, and then I have my function that generates me my embedding. So in this case, it's basically awaiting a response from my server and returning the embedding. When the server is going to start, it's going to say listening to changes, and then after a year you can see what we're doing. So we're basically telling Supabase to subscribe to a new channel. So this channel is going to be called knowledge entities, and as you can see in this table, we've activated the real-time on. So what this will do is it will basically each time a change will happen in this table, it's going to be connected to the Postgres changes event. So on Postgres changes event, type insert. So we're only listening to insert, but you could listen to either all events or delete or any other event. And then we specify the table, the schema, and then we decide in the callback what to do. So we say, okay, so wait for the payload, and like in a trigger in PostgreSQL or any other SQL form, you basically have a new row that is created, so an object that is passed to the payload. And in my case, I want to know what is the ID, the type, and the description of the new row. So it's going to be what is this value here, here, and then here. What this allows me to do is to basically check after that, okay, so is the type null? If the type is not null, then we're going to generate the embedding, and we're going to set it back as an update with Supabase and basically set the type embedding where the ID is equal to the ID, obviously, because we don't want to set it for all the rows. And then tell me if there's an error, or just tell me the embedding has been updated. Same thing for the description here. We're going to do the same thing if it's not null. And I'm doing this also for another table, but you get the gist of it. So what we can do is then build the image. So we can do docker build t, you can name whatever you want, and then dot, And just like that, it's gonna build an image out of that and basically allow you to run a new container. So as you can see, I have Docker engine open right here, Docker desktop, and then I click Docker run. I specify my env file to the Docker run command, and then one container is created. As you can see, we have a container here. It said listening to changes. So in our code, we decided that would be the message to initialize the script. And as you can see, we can start sending requests to see if there's anything that is done. So let's go here and go to this table. Let's add a new row. So we're gonna say the type is gonna be someone, and then the description is gonna be my name is Theo, and then just click save. We're gonna then go, so as you can see, the row has been created, and as you can see, we got the message updated type embedding. So if we refresh right now, as you can see, it's null right now, but if we refresh, we have the embeddings generated. So this is really my take on edge functions. I think you can really create, if you're someone who's really likes to work on some things, even if it takes more time but can save cost. I think it's a really good way to save cost and also manage more your own resources together. And Docker makes it super easy to basically track how many resources you're using. They have a stats tab, or you can even do it on something like Grafana or something like that. So it's also something you can add to your own stack in Docker. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one, and see you later.